Okay, Joey Glock here checking in. Nicholas has informed us that we're not recording in our regular physical space.
That's right, Joe.
And so he's leading me somewhere. Can I wear your slippers? Or are these not yours? These aren't yours.
You can wear them.
They don't fit on my feet.
I'll wear those to get downstairs. Here, you can wear those.
Okay. Well, we're deciding what footwear to wear. And we might not use this, but I'm just going to let this record.
But
and we'll see what happens.
As you can describe to the listeners what's happening.
Nick has a backpack on now.
And if we're going a little field trip.
We're going on a field trip. So if this is the last you hear of me, this maybe is also useful for the police. Can I bring my French martini? Nick's been making French martinis.
I'd finish it.
Finish it?
Yeah. All right.
So Nick, our buddy Mike, and Tess are heading out. Clouds in the air, 60 degrees or so. Barometric seems normal.
Today, we're recording in the place where the Cold Cans relationship all began. We're drinking in a basement.
Oh, okay. Now we're walking down to a wet basement. That's the best way I can describe the stairs here. Wet.
Take a deep breath out here because you won't be able to breathe.
Okay, so we won't be breathing once we're in here. Wow. Nick has a whole setup here. Yeah, this might be, he's got a camera. This could be the last time you hear from us. Wow.
We're back where it all began. We are drinking in a basement today.
You sort of sprung this upon me, which has been fun in the past.
Yeah.
And this time was more frightening because you took me down to this basement, but then surprised me with all this complex, interesting video equipment, and I'm excited to be part of the experiment.
Wow. We're trying out some video today. Yeah, we may or may not post it, but you might see the first video edition of Cold Cans Podcast LLC.
That's incredible. And we do refer to this as Cold Cans Podcast LLC.
That our lawyers insisted on that after some recent legal issues we got into, which we can get into further into the pod.
The lawyers are still here. Also, I look like fucking shit. And I wanted to, if I would have known his video, I would have been hotter.
Sure.
So I promise if you're watching that I'm hotter than this. But it's okay.
I can confirm that, yeah.
Okay, good.
Very hot in person. Not necessarily on camera.
No, the camera doesn't do me any justice. All right.
And the part of the reason I wanted to do this is get back to the heart of Cold Cans.
Yeah.
Just chilling out and drinking in a basement. It doesn't matter what the beverage is necessarily. It's just where you're hanging out.
So you're searching for the soul of Cold Cans.
Yeah, I'm doing a little soul searching.
And I'm here in your lawn chair. I have a little...
You're cracked already.
And now with video, people can see it. I used to have to describe what we were doing. You have a backpack that you're opening. People, I don't need that anymore. And I'm pre-gaming with a Topo Chico. Also,
beautiful. We
should do a pre-game report. You also made us French martinis.
French martini.
What on earth is a French martini?
I'd never had one before. It is vodka, Chambord, a black raspberry liqueur, and pineapple juice. Shaken up like a martini would be, served in a martini glass.
It was good, but it felt too tiki to me to be called a French martini. So
we'll check with our historians about why it is called French.
We have historians on retainer as well.
We do, yeah.
Salaried historians.
They live in this basement, actually.
I get the sense, what you can't see with this, and maybe I'll take a cell phone video. In fact, you know what? I'll take the video here.
One of the angles might be able to see some of the...
This is Nick.
Endless voids behind us and the paint cans behind me.
This is clearly a chamber where Nick keeps people.
No, that's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, except it's there.
Your imagination.
All right.
Yeah, Mike. Yes, we should say producer Mike's here running the 1s, 2s, and 3s.
We've canonically established that Matt Funker has been running the 1s and 2s every episode until now. We had to let Matt go.
Okay. I thought he was on vacation. I thought he was on paid leave.
Oh, I thought, well... I say we turn it to permanent leave.
Okay. We'll see.
Mike is unpaid and Matt was paid. And that's one thing that I thought would be a deal breaker for me.
When you think about building a company, it's like those are our biggest value.
Yeah. And the Blue Apron ads that we ran in 2017 are drying up fast.
They are. Unfortunately, compound interest only goes so far.
Yes. We weren't running continuous compound interest in with today's economy, with what Biden did to the economy. But, and then we have the lawyers on retainer. We have the historian on retainer. We've had Brian historically. We're paying for the servers of Brian GPT.
Hey,
Go to coldcans.cc, folks out there.
Being a job creator is not an honor I take lightly, okay?
Yeah,
I think that's important that we are job creators.
I think it is too. I'm just saying we're running low. So the fact that Mike's free and that we've trapped him down here, and
he's very talented.
He's free to leave. No, you didn't hear that. We'll edit that down.
He's screaming help. Can I get a drink in my hand?
Yes.
Do you need another one?
Get a drink in your hand. What is that?
All you gotta do is put a drink in my hand.
This is very apropos to a trip report I have later.
Yeah, I want to hear your trip report. And
I'm done with the Topo Chico. I'll just rip it quick, and then you get the drink.
Cooler, I have Modelo beers. I forgot I was going to cut up limes, but that's okay. Our intern didn't show up for lime cutting. And I have more hard seltzers. Do you have a preference?
Hold on. What? The drink of the day is just a smorgasbord of things?
That's what I said at the beginning.
Were you
listening to a word I said, Joey? I said it doesn't matter what you're drinking. It's the environment in which you're drinking it.
I thought still it meant, but yet here's the drink of the day.
No.
You're saying it doesn't.
I did not plan ahead.
Then in the spirit of, I also don't like that chair is facing the wall. in the spirit,
I can assure you they just put that there.
If you come down here at night, someone's sitting in that chair facing the wall.
Yeah,
I guarantee that.
I've seen it.
In the spirit of, if it doesn't matter what we're drinking, doesn't matter what you give me.
Wow.
Pick one at will. Well, give me a beer.
Top one.
Oh, well, fine. Don't give me a beer.
I got a Truly citrus squeeze over here. What are you drinking?
I have a Truly grapefruit. Now, have we done Truly on the show? I think we might have done a hard seltzer.
Head-to-head? Was one of those that was the black cherry episode. I don't know if one of those was a Truly.
So this would be our first official review of. Are we updating the website at all on our reviews and such anymore?
No, there's no rankings or anything, but the website does get updated.
We used to
coldcans.cc. We should say that. We never say that, and no one visits the website. There's a form in there for guests, for listeners to submit feedback or suggestions, coldcans.cc.
And the amount of fucking money we're spending on
the domain costs.
On the domain costs and on running the server farm for Brian GPT. I'm using the most advanced AI models. And you can ask Brian anything.
GoDaddy's making me need a sugar daddy. Let's just say that.
Yes, Nick, stop now.
Is that pretty good, though?
We're in the basement.
Written here.
You wrote that one down?
No, I didn't.
We could post rankings. We used to post rankings when we had more listeners, to be honest.
Right.
And then we switched to monthly format.
And no one listens. And that's okay.
We have listeners. No one goes to the website, though. That's the problem. Go to coldcans.cc. Go buy merch. In the past, when we've done this and we actually had merch, people bought it, and then we didn't know how to ship it or anything. And we were being paid.
We could make it more legitimate. We could get back to our roots. It's okay if it's
this
monthly.
Is about getting back to our roots, then let's get back to our roots. All right. Truly grapefruit. What was your?
I have citrus squeeze.
How did you like the first sip?
It's pretty good. It just seems like it's lemon lime. It's good. Refreshing.
Ooh, truly grapefruit's fantastic.
Nice.
Very grapefruit.
You normally like grapefruit stuff, right?
I'm a grapefruit guy.
Yeah. Palomas, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Greyhounds.
You ever Greyhound? Greyhound, right. Which is what, vodka and
I said it and then realized I didn't know what it was.
Paloma, I think, is tequila.
Jabal's going to kill us. Zach, I'm sorry. And also, if you're seeing this and I'm missing. I think those are the two cocktails I've had.
That's all I know of that.
There's more though. There's a grapefruit. I'm blanking on it with tequila.
That's a Paloma, right?
No, a different one than a Paloma. Yeah, I'm blanking on it. I thought it'd come to me. The Truly's good though.
Nice.
All right, what do you have in your sheet
I have
of
some
paper?
notes here that I printed out.
You did print them out.
Because, again, all my devices are being used here. Speaking of, Mike, you might eventually have to plug in my iPhone there. There is a cord dangling on the left side there. You might have to plug that in because the battery is going out quickly.
Wow.
Trying to capture Joey's radiance on that camera.
It's
drains
beautiful.
the battery. It's like it drains me.
Me? That I drain you?
Yeah.
Come on.
No, in a good way.
friends.
You said your radiance drains me.
That's nice.
I just looked up some, we all play around with AI these days. Gen AI.
Yeah. Okay, so we're
I went to prom with Gen AI, actually. And she reached out to me and sent me some stuff.
So you're talking about playing around with Gen AI. But that's very different than,
You're right. It is a little bit different from what would commonly be thought of as.
Like me being on ChatGPT and looking up how big is a horse. And then
that's a little bit different.
It's different than you playing around.
Anyway, Jen texted me.
Okay.
I said, what should I know about drinking in a basement? And she said, drinking alcohol in a basement can be a fun way to relax or socialize.
I'm having fun.
But it's important to prioritize safety and be mindful of potential risks. Basements can be dimly lit and have uneven surfaces, potentially posing a hazard.
Check and check.
Especially when intoxicated.
Wow.
So she just wanted to give us that.
This was your old girlfriend from high school, Gen AI?
She said the lighting may be low, floors uneven, stairs be wary of, carbon monoxide. There is not a detector down here. I will make that very clear.
It is nice that every possible ventilation surface is boarded
closed up. Yep.
And then sealed up.
We did a quick reno right before this recording to make sure those were
beautiful.
closed up.
What you've done down here is beautiful, Nick, with this reno.
Thank you.
You could be on Flip It or Ship It on HGTV.
Is that a thing?
Devin watches a lot of HGTV. She could list off all the shows. I don't know what they're called.
Oh, fun.
It's mostly a white couple telling you that they are brilliant at flipping a thing, and then you don't see the contractors doing the work, and then the house is done. You're like, wow, this couple's amazing.
Every HGTV show.
Yeah, that's every show.
Nice.
Flip It and Ship It.
And just one thing to keep in mind, Jen said, if we're getting a little too drunk in the basement, there are some alternatives to drinking. You can have non-alcoholic drinks, food and snacks, or games and activities.
Well, we're doing an activity. We're recording a podcast.
Right. I think we kind of hit everything there. We're okay.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Tell Jen I said hi.
Now I want to hear about Joey's trip report.
I have a next segment called Trip Report. First of all, does Mike have a drink? Should we get Mike a drink? Michael's been sitting over there laboring without a drink. Now he's coming over. He's coming on cam. Mike Camboy Pearson. Nice catch.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Joey.
Well, Mike, and we could take out your last name if you don't want it, but there's very few people listening. Mike and I and our better halves went to. We've been going.
Are you a guy that says that now? Better half.
I think it literally might be the first time I've said it. It's the fucking ring light. I'm just scared. Okay. I don't like ball and chain, and I don't like better half either. Like either end of the spectrum, I'm not into. I was gonna say partner, but I have no idea why.
That's fine.
Our wives and Mike and I, that's the sentence.
Yeah.
We go to theme parks every year. You understand this?
I know theme parks. Where'd you go this year?
You and I have went to Knott's Berry Farm together.
Mm-hmm.
You rode Ghost Rider as your first roller coaster since you were a kid. It was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. So every year we've been bouncing around doing different things. And this year we went to Tennessee, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And we went to Dollywood. This is Dolly Parton's themed theme park. So it's not, you might hear Dollywood kind of like you hear Knott's Berry Farm and think that's got to be a little rinky-dink thing. This is it's kind of like a Six Flags in the foothills of Tennessee's mountains, Smoky Mountains, which aren't really very mountainous.
Yeah.
But with Dolly's branding everywhere. So they have little Dolly Parton shows. We didn't go to one, but there was like a music festival where Dolly Parton's niece, Sarah Parton or something like that, was performing. Sarah
Parton.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say. And then the food is notoriously great at Dollywood. Lovely. We had a great time. We rode Lightning Rod, Big Bear Mountain, and Thunderhead. Those are probably our favorite roller coasters. Oh, and Flying Eagle Ride. I don't remember what it's called. Anyways, great roller coasters. We got roller coaster heads out there.
Right. They'll know.
They have the credits probably. Dollywood, reputable park. Then we went over to Nashville. You've been to Nashville, correct?
A couple times.
And we,
Fun
did
city to party in.
If people have done the Bachelorette party strip of Nashville, the Broadway strip, we did that for a couple of nights. We were overserved, but we had a great time.
It's too bad.
It is too bad. It's a damn shame. But we had a good time, and like every bar is live music. So if you haven't been to Nashville, it's pretty remarkable that like not just live music, but really talented musicians.
Totally.
Which was cool. I hit him with everything I had. I mean, I hit him with the dab.
On the dance floor. Okay.
We hit him with the nay-nay.
Dang. Did anyone come up to you and sort of say, stop that?
Yes, they sort of said, stop that. It was a mix of people coming up to me and saying, please stop that. And then people coming up to me and saying, are you Joey from Cold Cans? Because I'm not sure because you haven't had video until now.
Right.
But I recognize like your aura.
When you were yelling, watch me whip, watch me nay-nay or whatever.
Watch me nay-nay. And and they, with camera, I could do the dab, the whip, the nay-nay.
I would love to see that.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
But, maybe as we mature
we're in the
into
early
this-
days of video era of Cold Cans.
Yeah. So Cold Cans trip report, Dollywood A+ park, F- drinking park.
Dang.
Because you literally can't drink alcohol there.
That's crazy.
That's a tough mark against Dollywood. Nashville, A+ drinking place, of course. I mean, it's about as good as it gets. It's right there with Vegas.
Yeah, did you have anything memorable, like drinks-wise, or you just kind of
No.
sticking to what you knew?
Drinking the classics,
Yeah.
drank like 35 beers in a
Yeah.
night, and then was extremely hungover. Gin and tonic, stuff like that. Sitting in a Garth Brooks bar,
Nice, yeah.
you're going to order a beer. So,
Of course.
yeah, it was great. We had a good time. Good food.
I'm glad.
Tennessee.
Where
Go
does
there.
Dollywood rank in terms of some of the other amusement parks you've gone to recently?
It's insane that you're asking this, and we labor over the rankings of every roller coaster we've ever done,
Sure.
from number one to number whatever. And we kind of like get a little bit mad at each other and stuff in the Airbnb.
You have a shared ranking? It's
We
not
have a
individual?
shared
Okay.
list. This is what's the problem.
Got it.
Because if I like something and Devin doesn't like it or what have you, but we haven't really ranked the parks. I'd put this. Its theme is incredible, but its rides are like kind of middle of the pack. I'd say like the best rides we went to are a few places in LA. Like the Six Flags in LA has probably got the best rides,
Nice.
and Cedar Point in Ohio.
Right. That's the crazy one, right? The
That's the
scary
crazy
ones.
The scary ones. You gotta come. You gotta come roller coastering.
I'm a huge roller coaster guy.
You liked Ghost Rider? I heard
I
it.
did,
I heard
I
it
did.
behind me. That's one of the
I
best
liked it.
roller. That's one of my favorite roller coasters.
Yeah, the wooden
all
one
time.
at Knott's Berry Farm.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a fun time.
That's been my Pigeon Forge trip report. We
Thank
should
you
be
for that.
drinking more of these, so we should
I've been
race further.
sipping,
Oh, you
yeah.
have been? Okay, I've been talking too much.
We can race.
Hit
I'll give
us
you a
with
quick
another
trip
segment.
report for me. I went to the OL Reign game last night. They were playing the Portland Thorns.
For the
Women's
uninitiated,
soccer, yeah,
what the hell is
women's-
this? Okay.
Women's soccer, professional soccer league. And I had a Bud Light Black Cherry in line with our trip report from the Black Cherry
Kenny Chesney
Seltzer, the Kenny
concert.
Chesney concert. Yeah.
When Trump got shot.
Oh my God, that's right. That was that day.
Trump got shot, and you were like,
I was.
I don't think we should record.
I did not. I said I was on. Whatever. We don't have to go into this a ton. I said
Let's
I was
litigate it.
weary.
Let's litigate right
I
here in the
was
basement.
weary of going into a crowd on the day that
At a
that
country
happened at a
music
country music
show.
festival. I legitimately was like, I don't think I love standing in wide open
Yeah.
space with thousands of people
She
around.
thinks my tractor's sexy, and I'm like perimetering the corners of the arena. That was bizarre, but that's the last time
What a
I've had
time. Yeah.
a Bud Light Black Cherry.
I think that was the last time I had one too. But that I will say this about they have the self-service things at Lumen Field. You walk in, there's just a bunch of coolers, and then you walk out, ring yourself up.
Pretty good.
It's not the just walk out thing like they have at Climate Pledge, but it's like you get everything yourself and then you ring yourself up. It's mayhem in there because they have like 12 coolers side by side, and then there's just like a big pen for people to go into.
Pen.
Big pen, like a sty. You could say a sty, but
So you all go in the pen together.
you all go in the pen, and you kind of feel like you're trapped in there. I think you could walk back out,
Couldn't imagine the feeling.
but then you might get tackled.
Yeah.
being trapped.
Bizarre.
So anyway, it's just like everyone's in your way.
Hold on. So you can't bring drinks to your seat
No. You just buy them in this little pen.
in the pen.
In the pen.
In the pig pen.
And then you have to funnel out into the checkout lines.
Yeah.
But it's like this big area where there's just sliding door coolers, and there's literally probably 20 of them side by side, and you don't know what's in any of them, and it's just random stuff. So everyone's kind of, like, it'd be like if you're in a grocery store and there were 50 people in the same aisle as you, or even more than that.
Or a Total Wine.
Or a Total Wine. You have a song?
I didn't have a song.
Okay.
I haven't had a song. I only had the one song. Remember? Last week,
That's right.
I met Liam Gallagher from Oasis.
That's right.
So it wasn't me singing.
That's right.
What anyway, else? That's the report. You were in a pig pen.
I had a buddy. Yeah, the game was fun. They won 1-0. I was in the pig pen most of the time. I didn't see a single second of playtime, but they won 1-0.
You had your own playtime in the pig pen.
I did. I got a little slop in there.
All right.
What else do I have on this sheet?
You have a whole printed
I wanted
set
to bring
of
up
sheets.
with the Marvel man himself, Joey Glock.
Oh, okay.
I bet you've seen it. Have you watched the What If series?
Of course. Not the very latest season.
Okay. I've only seen the first 4 episodes.
Okay.
Just started watching it.
So this is a Marvel check-in quick.
Marvel check-in.
Okay.
Because I finally got into it.
But of the What If series that came out a few years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
I think it's episode 4, the Doctor Strange one, is an amazing episode of television.
Yeah. The What If show is one of the is a very
Is it
underrated
considered
show.
really good?
Yeah, it's derived a lot from the comics. Like the Watcher is in the comics.
Okay.
The Watcher watches. He never gets involved. Inevitably,
Jeffrey Wright.
Yes, and inevitably
Great
the
voice.
Watcher always gets involved. If you're gonna say at the front of the comic, I never get involved.
Right.
You're gonna get involved. Yeah, it's a great show. The Zombies episode is good. Is that in that season?
That's my next one, so shut
It's
up.
another good one. I'll shut the fuck up about it though.
The Doctor Strange one is so good. Visually, it's incredible, and it's like a love story sort of thing. And he's trying to recapture what he'd lost.
Yep.
And it was really good. And they got Benedict Cumberbatch to voice it. Rachel McAdams voices it.
All the actors are back.
They came back. Okay, I couldn't tell with some of them.
I think there's maybe some exceptions.
Right? Like, I don't think Robert Downey Jr. did Iron Man. Like,
No.
episode 1, Iron Man is in it. Okay. Or maybe I'm thinking of the Spider-Man. Because I watched that back-to-back. The newest Spider-Man has Iron Man in it for like a second.
You got to watch Arcane. Now, this is not Marvel Corner, but watch Arcane on Netflix.
Okay.
If you like the
I've heard,
Doctor Strange
Alyssa
episode,
said she liked that too. I should watch it.
A+ TV. And it's some of the best animation. It's right there with like the Spider-Verse animation.
Nice.
The Spider-Verse movies.
That's cool. That's cool. Do you need another drink?
Yeah, give me another
Let's finish these.
dang drink. I don't want another truly grapefruit, though. This was good. I would put this 8 out of 10.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Oh.
The citrus. Do you want Modelo?
We haven't had a beer on cold cans
I know.
in like over a year.
Back to our roots, Joey.
Okay. Mike, do you need another one? Mike needs another one.
Heck yeah. We got a bottle opener on the backpack. Isn't that something?
That's something that
want a Modelo?
sells in a sporting
Otherwise,
goods
there's
store.
seltzer. Okay.
That sells in a sporting goods store. That's a dad holding up the backpack and being like, look at this. Babe,
Look at this, kids.
hon, kids, gather around. Look at, there's a bottle opener. Thank you, buddy. All right, I'll put this here for a second. I like that we went back to our roots. I thought I was going to be
That's back when
afraid
it
of the
was fun.
camera. I'm embracing the camera.
You
I'm
should.
built for the camera.
We should stare straight into it the whole rest of the time. I don't want to look at you anymore.
Okay.
There's mine. Okay.
So that was a good segment.
No, on the topic of getting back to our roots, though, part
Let's
of
get
this
back to our
was inspired by legal drama. We,
we should
as
cover
longtime
were
Cold
threatened.
Cans listeners will know, we had been using the opening to a Sufjan Stevens song called "Man of Metropolis Steals Our Hearts" as the theme music to Cold Cans since the beginning.
For 100+ episodes.
Since 2017. About a month ago, not quite a month ago, got an email saying Spotify is going to take down our show because they finally found, whatever the record label is, finally found that we were using 20 seconds of that song on our show. And
we flew under the radar well enough where we had listeners, but we didn't have real listeners, like significant listeners. So we had enough, but not enough. And we skated by stealing Sufjan's music.
And that's what got us all our listeners.
Yes. It was a great intro theme, I want to say.
Oh, it was great. Yeah, it inspired. I mean, the royalty-free one we're using now is like, it kind of sounds like the opening to that was why we picked it. But, and I think there also wasn't that much awareness. Because, like, if they're going to scan every podcast that's been released for original music, that would take forever. Yeah. So they probably have like an AI system set up now that's way better at it, and they can,
Shit.
So anyway, got an email. It was like, however many of your episodes have been flagged, and it didn't catch all of them. It didn't catch all of them. Yeah, really? It's certainly. I think it's like 140 of them, probably 130 of them, and this is episode 151, by the way.
So we have 11 more than that. Did you go back in and replace all of the music?
I'm in process on that.
Nick, I can help with this.
Once I get it's fine.
Tedium.
It's annoying for sure. And if you re-listen to old episodes now, you'll hear the tail end of the Sufjan Stevens
last night I was flipping through them, and I put on like old style. Great episode. We were in
132. Old style. That was the last one we did before we stopped doing it for like 2 years.
It's great because you put the new music in, and then at the end you can hear the Sufjan for just a couple seconds.
Because we start talking over the music in some of them, so it's going to be either we cut out some gold vocals from ourselves, or you just have the overlap.
Well, we should formally apologize to Sufjan. For years,
we should.
I won't, but we should. For years, you said we shouldn't do this anymore.
I did, yeah. I was honestly saying,
and I was like,
probably stop doing this.
But the intro is so good, and it works so well as like a dun dun dun.
Yeah,
like right when we would make a very funny joke, one of our classic witticisms.
Always.
And then it would hit, and then people were rolling, and we were getting Blue Apron. And it was good, you know?
Yeah.
And now we've got open use stuff. Maybe we pay Sufjan. Fuck what I said earlier. Let's put more money.
Okay, yeah. We could take out a loan
for licensing royalty fees.
Okay.
And
I like that idea.
Back. Well, thank you for going through and dealing with all that.
So now in this ongoing saga, for sure, because one of the episodes, one of the fan favorites,
on retainer.
We do.
What are they doing for us?
Wells Banana Bread beer episode, which famously featured Brett Carve and the olive loaf.
Yes.
I think those are the same, right?
Yeah. This is the most feedback we got on
that got
episode.
Scraped completely, and I don't have a backup on it readily available. I don't have a backup file.
So Brett Carve's gone?
That might be gone forever. Unless someone out there in Cold Cans Nation has access to it. They wiped it from our RSS feed. It's gone.
Was I Brett Carve?
You were Brett Carve doing the olive loaf. I think that's right.
I think that's right. We tried to do character work for a while.
And it was great.
I'm not so sure about that. But hey, we tried a lot of things. Okay, but that
one might be gone forever. I'll have to check some old hard drives.
If people have like a cassette of this, you could put it on eBay. It's like a rare thing.
That would be amazing. I would buy it.
I hope to God we scrubbed the Bud Light Line episode, which is still, if it's still posted,
that one's
you should
lost
not read.
As well. That one might be lost too.
Legit?
Yeah.
Thank God, because that was illegal to listen to.
I have a list. Right. That which was a fun one, and I cannot remember for the life of me why it was. That was where we flushed Brian down the toilet. Is that was why it was?
Whoa! We didn't do anything to Brian.
Sorry,
Brian's disappearance was unrelated.
He was.
To us.
Yeah, he was not.
He went into witness protection.
You could call him a person if you wanted to, but that would be inaccurate.
It's more like scum, LG scum.
Which you put down the toilet, famously.
Yes.
I have a list. I think there are like 6 or 7 episodes that are both undownloadable from the RSS feed and have been flagged for copyright. And I don't know where those files are.
You're fragmenting Cold Cans Nation.
Much like Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Sorry. No, go ahead. Keep going.
I was going to say much like Joe Biden did.
Oh, my God. That was my worry about recording in a new place and being on video, is you were going to fully do the like Joe Rogan thing.
No, what are you talking
Theo
about?
Von next to me.
I want it to be known that I don't have right-wing tendencies.
I'm kidding.
I'm just saying if we went into right-wing schlock media, we wouldn't be in a basement. We'd be in a penthouse. And
we would.
We'd be all the way up. I can't even do him anymore. I can't even do Jesse Ventura.
Oh, yeah. There were some great Jesse episodes.
What is Jesse? I can't even think of it.
Just think of the James Adomian one.
The James Adomian doing Jesse. Obama's penthouse.
There you go.
Yeah, all the way up. We wouldn't be in a basement. We'd be all the way up in a penthouse in Manhattan. You could smell the stink from here.
Manhattan.
It took me a while to get
liberal
back to
cesspool.
That cesspool. It's good to be back on the podcast. It's been a few years since I was back. I legitimately didn't even know where to start.
You got back into it. I love it.
Yeah.
But why am I fragmenting Cold Cans Nation?
I can't remember anymore.
Oh, okay.
Much like Joe Biden fragmented, much like I fragmented Rey Mysterio's skull in SummerSlam of 1994.
I was ready to do it.
Do you have more segments?
I was going to do movie corner, but I wanted to just cover this the copyright fiasco.
Okay, cover it quick.
The other episodes that might be gone.
Cover it quick.
I know. Do you have is there a timer on the video going? Does it show how long
Mike,
it's been
what
going?
do we got going here?
I don't see a timer. Oh, Mike doesn't see a timer.
And we hit record, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Vince McMahon didn't see a timer when I was holding Rey Mysterio up above my dome, putting him through 2 tables. This was at SummerSlam 02. We were too old.
Jesse was still going in 02?
The governorship, I don't remember when I was a governor.
Yeah, what do you have? What's on your mailbag list here?
I'm getting back into wrestling. I literally wrote that.
Oh, are you?
I've been watching WWE wrestling a little bit because it's on Netflix now.
Oh, that's right.
So
is it pay-per-view or it's just included on a base Netflix?
Included.
Okay.
And WrestleMania is this weekend. So I was like, well, I'm going to watch a couple of WWE Raw.
Nice.
I don't know if I'll like it. I liked it when I was 8. I haven't seen it since.
Yeah.
Nick, it's good again.
Is it?
I think now.
Who's the big guy?
Well, Cody Rhodes is the title holder.
Cody Rhodes. Okay.
This is
Went to school
Dusty
with him.
Rhodes' son.
Oh.
He's battling John Cena at WrestleMania tomorrow night.
Cena's
for the
still
title.
going?
Yes. Cena has turned heel. Cena's
Nice.
been a babyface his whole career. He's turned heel, and he's out for revenge. And he wants to win the title, and then he's retiring, and he's taking the title with him. Wow. Unless Cody can beat him.
Favre. Like
Brett Favre.
Yep.
What did he do that? Hey, I'm going to give
No,
you my
I'm
first
glad you're
taste of
getting back.
Modelo.
Oh yeah. Get into it. You drink Modelo's, right?
I like Modelo's. Yeah, that's a good beer.
Nice.
This is a beer for the beach.
Or a basement.
Oh, hope I can get out of here. Anyway, that's my last note. I've sort of got back into wrestling. WrestleMania is on Peacock, so I'm going to watch it this week.
Oh,
I'm
fun.
going to watch WrestleMania.
Nice.
And if I don't like it, I'm going to stop.
That's healthy.
Yeah. All right.
We've grown. We've grown since the early days of Colt cans.
Do you want to wrestle me?
We
on camera?
I'll do something with that heel of yours. Let's
Oh,
just say that.
Nicholas, stop.
I was going to do movie corner. Have you been seeing any movies? I've been going to movies by myself because Joey sort of abandoned me on that
I got
front.
another confession to make. Devin and I don't even want to look at you when I say this. Devin and I have canceled our AMC Stubs membership.
Oh, you did? Dang.
Now, doesn't mean I'm not going to go to movies anymore. It just means
You didn't want to be forced to.
that's right. But anytime
your
you text
friend.
me up, I'm gonna no. See, I knew this was going to happen. Anytime you text me up, and that it's unrelated that I canceled on us earlier today to go to Sinners. That is Devin's fault.
sounds
Devin,
like it.
that's on you.
Sounds like it.
So I haven't seen shit for movies. I watched The Day of the Jackal 2 nights ago, the 1973 spy movie with Edward Fox. Great fucking movie.
Wow.
Great movie.
Art house.
Do you
Joe.
like intrigue movies? No, it's not art house.
Somewhat.
Art house.
I
Fart
watched,
house.
Fart House. Famously.
What do you
what did
like?
I watch?
Do you like intrigue?
Of course.
You don't even like intrigue. Do you like Marvel shit?
Yeah.
I like intrigue. Day of the Jackal. Tight. Edward Fox is trying to murder Charles de Gaulle. 2 hours. You're going to have a good time. All right. Let's do your movie corner. I'm sorry.
I saw an
canceled
intrigue
AMC
one. What did I
Stubs.
see? The Soderbergh spy thriller.
Black Bag.
Black Bag.
Devin and I saw Black
Oh,
Bag.
you did? Nice.
Okay, so
was
we
that
can do a
before or
movie
after you
corner on
fucking canceled your subscription?
It was after, unfortunately.
Wow.
We canceled it literally like a week after we went fucking saw Black
That's
Bag.
pretty
It was
funny.
so stupid.
And just as a reminder, you're on a 6-month holding period now. You
They told
cannot
me.
sign back.
If you cancel AMC Stubs, you're not coming back. They send you an email.
It's so yeah, I did that.
ridiculous.
I think we talked about that in Cold Cans when I did it. It was like, you're now locked out, just so you're aware.
So
6 months.
I saw Black Bag. Now I'm on a blacklist, and this is ridiculous. Black Bag, good, taut,
spy thriller. I liked it. Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it. The actors were just so good. The dynamics between the characters were so good. There wasn't a ton of like. It's not James Bond where there's like fun little machines that people are using. It was just the character dynamics, which I think was really good. Yeah. But it like felt like a play to me almost more than like a movie, like a thriller.
Yeah. They weren't doing a ton of. Like,
it was the dinner table scenes. That's like the entire movie. Why the entire movie's good.
The movie was people talking to each other versus action, which is James Bond.
Yes,
but it was great.
Well said. But I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I think
Day of the Jackal, action.
Oh my god,
Bond like
enough
give
with
me a
this.
fucking break. All right, I like Black Bag. I give it 5 bags of popcorn.
Dang,
what do you give? Do you give 5 bags?
I gave it a 4 out of 5 on the AMC. So when you're a Stubbs member, you get access to the rating system in app.
So 4 bags of popcorn for you?
Yeah, 4 bagger.
All right, that's an average of 4.5 bags of popcorn for Black Bag.
I also saw The Amateur with Rami Malek.
And
not great. 2 out of 5 bags.
That would have been one we would have seen together back.
It would have been more fun if you would have been there with me and we would have snuck in some canned cocktails
or a bag of wine.
Yeah. But I saw it. I did see it in the Dolby Cinema Theater, which was fun. But
are you going to see Sinners? Did you see Sinners today?
I didn't see Sinners yet. I was waiting on my friend Joey. No, I told you I can't go.
Oh, that's right. Should I see it in IMAX or Dolby?
You should see it. I'm always at that theater, particularly the Dolby Cinema is way better than the IMAX.
All right, we don't need to get into too much.
Because it's got the little, the where the IMAX theater doesn't even have that.
IMAX, you're rigid. You're in like a wooden chair. You're in like that chair facing the wall.
It feels like you're in a basement. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I also saw Warfare, which was a 4 out of 5 bag. But
not 5 bags of popcorn.
Not a 5 bagger for me. I will also never watch that again. It's an incredibly stressful movie.
Yeah.
Which that's what it's trying to do.
Yeah.
It obviously I've never been to war, but it really puts you in the like, what the hell's going on?
You were in the Chop Chaz of 2021.
Yeah, you're right. I did a tour.
I said away. Okay.
So that one was a 4
we
out of
saw
5
Civil War
bagger
together. Is it like that? Like that kind of like?
Yeah, Alex Garland did both of them.
Oh, Alex Garland did this?
Yeah. He co-directed it with one of the men who was in the platoon or whatever.
I knew that like an army guy or whatever did the movie. I didn't know Alex Garland was the other guy.
Oh, he was
that makes sense.
The co-director.
Okay.
Great cast, great suspense, and yeah, it sucks to watch. It's really hard to watch. I would never watch it again, but it's really well made. Yeah.
Okay.
Really well made. I did have some, this was... If listeners remember our Oppenheimer experience that we've talked about on pod before,
where the guy
someone fell asleep in Warfare behind me.
For 3 hours?
He was awake for the first 20 minutes, which is funny because that's the only time there's not action happening.
Yeah.
And then, once the first IED went off, then I just hear...
To sleep? To pay $20 to go to a movie.
I love it.
And then to sleep in the middle of the day for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, right.
When are you going to sleep?
This was like a 4 p.m. showing, so this was not like late at night.
Good Lord.
Oh, so that was lovely. But yeah, 4 out of 5 bags. That's movie corner. Now before
I give Modelo 4 out of 5 bags.
Okay.
4 out of 5 bags of hops.
And while you have that beer,
you
might need a little salty snack.
Nicholas,
we're bringing back parables or terribles.
We really are going back to our roots.
Today I have for you, maybe we've done something similar on the show, but this is Doritos Golden Sriracha.
Doritos Golden Sriracha.
Have you heard of this?
What makes them gold? Well, the chips are golden. Is that why the bag's golden?
This is the bold twist on Sriracha that's pure gold.
Okay, now that explains it. So what it is the bold twist on Sriracha.
It's
that's
tangy
pure
and
gold.
sweet.
Doritos has notes.
Doritos has introduced Golden Sriracha, which is trademarked. Inspired by the fan favorite yellow and green Sriracha sauces, tangy and sweet flavors combined with just a dash of heat to bring a bold twist to Sriracha and a satisfying crunch to every bite. And that's my last note. The notes are going away. How does it smell?
Well, first of all, what is yellow and green Sriracha?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because red Sriracha is like a red pepper paste, essentially, right?
Right.
Mike, do you have any knowledge of this?
No.
You want to try?
Come try that Sriracha. That's a great Dorito, in my opinion.
It's pretty good.
That's a
The
nice
sweet
Dorito.
and sweet and tangy perfectly sums it up. I think those are pretty good.
Mike grabbed a
And with
handful.
a beer, I'm
with
drinking.
a-
By the way, I'm drinking Groundbreaker gluten-free. Heard of it?
Groundbreaker
99
gluten-free,
light beer.
And
I'm back, baby. Oh, I
you-
love this. This. I think it's an old beer. It's skunked as hell, but it takes me back to drinking in a basement again.
yeah.
Drinking a bad light beer, and this beer is good, but this one just got a little skunked.
those Doritos with this Modelo, that's 5 bags of popcorn.
Oh, come on.
That's 5 bags of Sriracha Doritos. Give me one more. Nicholas, this is your best idea yet. In 152 episodes, this is your best idea yet.
This is 151, I think, right? Who knows if the numbers
Some of
are
them
right.
are missing, though, you said.
They are, yes. It's actually 142. Well, I'm glad. I was glad to get back to our roots.
We're back to our roots.
Anything else you want to talk to me about?
No,
AMC
we've
related?
exhausted our lists.
No more AMC bombshells for me?
No, I'm sorry about the AMC bombshell. I was hoping we could do that off pod.
You know, the famous AMC opening is a wonderful walkthrough of a theater, very dramatic, by the actress Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
And in this instance, I would say, you got to be kidding me, man.
Instead of Nicole Kidman, you got to be kidding me, man. See, what I'm used to when I go to an AMC movie is Nicole Kidman.
Right. But in this case, when
But
my
in this
buddy,
case-
who I'd been going to A-list movies with, canceled his subscription without telling me first, I say, you got to be kidding me, man.
Kidding me, man. Well, much like Maria Menounos
Sure.
does
May her
movie,
segment rest in peace.
and R.I.P. Maria Menounos. I can't do it. I thought something would come to me with Menounos. I think my new bros,
Yeah.
much like Maria Menounos did Nuvi.
Nuvi sounds right. Yeah.
Much like Maria Menounos did Nuvi, my new bros, Nick and Mike together,
Yeah.
has been a good one.
Beautifully said. I think that about wraps us up here. Thanks for doing this, Joey. Coming into my basement, and we'll see if you can get out.
I was going to say, can't wait to get out. All right. Love you, buddy.
Much like Doctor Strange,